नमस्कार आपण समस्त को आम यूट्यूब चैनल लर्निंग एकेडमी स्वागत। आज वीडियो आलोचना करवा आपण अंडरस्टैंडिंग द सेल्फ थर्ड सेमिस्टर प्रैक्टिकल रिकॉर्ड वीडियो अबाउट। तेणु जो मैंने वीडियो देखुं वीडियो को लाइक करूँ, चैनल को शेयर करूँ, सब्सक्राइब करूँ और पाखे थी बेल आइकन बटन को क्लिक करूँ जहाँफल न्यू न्यू वीडियो नोटिफिकेशन आपरे। तेणु यह हूँ आप आचार्य नागार्जुन यूनिवर्सिटी, योगीवेमना यूनिवर्सिटी, आंध्रा यूनिवर्सिटी, रॉयलसीमा यूनिवर्सिटी, विक्रमसिंहपुर यूनिवर्सिटी और डॉक्टर B.Ed अम्बेडकर यूनिवर्सिटी और सहित श्री वेंकटेश्वर यूनिवर्सिटी थर्ड सेमिस्टर प्रैक्टिकल रिकॉर्ड वीडियो। तेणु देखो वीडियो प्रथम शेष पर्यंत सब डिटेल्स बुझीपारे। आम जहाँ देचु से अनुसार आप निज खातार लिखु। एक्टिविटी 1 कथा आलोचना करबा। एक्टिविटीज दैट डेवलप कंसर्न द स्कूल टू थिंकिंग द प्रमोट द क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग डिसीजन इज मेकिंग प्रॉब्लम। तापर अछि इंट्रोडक्शन। मन रखु सब तक हेडिंग गुडा ब्लैक कलम और डिस्क्रिप्शन ब्लू कलम लिखिया। द ह्यूमन बीइंग हैविंग टू हेड टू द हेड इन अबाउट द कॉग्निटिव एक्टिविटीज रीच इन एक्टिविटीज लाइफ इन द स्किल fuels is the psychometric activities human the cognitive strategies the situation the percept together in the find in the relationship into the units of description skills levels activities follows evaluation synthesis analysis application comprehension knowledge एवं से जो भाव में इंडिपेंडेंट थिंकिंग जदि हम देखिए इंडिपेंडेंट थिंकिंग रोचे आपनकर इन एन क्रिटिकल इन द मेथोडिकल आपनकर इन द सिचुएशन ऑफ द करेक्टिंग मींस अकाउंट द बेस्ड ऑन द ऑब्जर्वेशन एंड एक्सपीरियंस टू डेवलप द वंडर इट इज द ऑलवेज इन एक्सपीरियंसन इवन द टीम एक्सरसाइजेज इंडिपेंडेंट थिंक और स्ट्रेंथनिंग ए टीम बिकॉज इज द पॉजिटिव इन आइडिया सॉल्यूशंस एवं से पूरा कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट थिंकर दीज आर द सम पॉजिटिव कैरेक्टरिस्टिक एज फॉलोज persistence they will be not leave the task work is the focused self belief they have to believe themselves is the abilities confidence the level of the confidence is ability to take एवं तापर अछि the selective determination motivation this plays very high self awareness this self awareness is quality is the demonstrated before benefits awareness of the limitation of the ability to manage them exhibit the provide the different tasks for the students developing the independent thinking ability disconnected from source of convention thinking instead of the plugging into your TV or library answer the thinking of yourself was the process of from a distance living your normal life behind the you the freedom to see issue from perspective recovery from the mistakes learning from past of the provide capacity for continual students learning setting the goal teacher is also about the incorporated goal in the classroom instruction এবং should encourage the for goal setting have encouraged to accept the failure you must not be characterized by failure courageous the failure calling the to check your approach and critical thinking the call the projection to examine any belief of the knowledge of the light of the situation এবং it is the further of the conclusion এবং common component critical thinking it is a general ability to wait in the weakness and the situation in the procedure logical thinking is one of the it is one of the ability to of the situations the situation is also challenges the situation of the content every thinking do you know about the cultural proficiency anticipation it is the ability to cultural situation to giving the situation in the perception areas এবং তারপর হইছে আপনাদের critical thinking the skill the list is called the critical thinking the skills including the analysis interpretation observation examination metacognition explanation and process of the determination by ability to seek around the total situation develop the area of the view based on evidence critical thinking kon ability to frame the combining of the change of the essential ideas creative thinking skills involve such as approach looking for many year the possible answer rather one of the following to double play the other suggestion making a mistake learning has to actually as what a die and the comparison situation there are the four component creativity fluency generation ideas flexibility the including perspective the including of the some things and the that are including to develop the thinking or children can be available brainstorming to blackboard এবং brainstorming it is an ideas of the qualities is main in the goal are to break down the procedure of ideas it is in the simple and cannot be used to the permissions mind them sometimes these are the may including the that one of the situation এবং involved emotional society it is a pursuit to respect to the situation silver thinking and consider the relationship discover as man of the passive is the learning considerating risk redeem cell the following list of identification different mistake factuality decides long conceptual planners of difficulties এবং problem solving is the operating skills to understanding the effective problem is the day of the living and the component of problem solving self knowledge to pursue objectives rationally divide them thinking and view the life is like a follow the situation the resources manner on their resources concentrating the human having the activities students have to what is the keep them the virtuality to facility life skill education এবং understanding the publication of the journalism activities and encouraging natural observation inner the biography in the might of the situations এবং another of the situation to make arrangements এবং manipulations curative but against them prove the situation to make the activity different or structure the nature is natural the support to the sector nature is a body change with the behavior এবং apply to high dependently aggregate culture social order the regarded fraud of the allowed for the separation between the people and our absence of convenience efficiency background and new perceptions is the situation environment and with the technological natural emerging industry of the landscape discredited of the billion of year এবং our environment is checking the environment primarily components achieving the sustainable future which is nature the intervention in the specific area this is a requirement of the universal effort is the relationship between the which is needed এবং biographical grades of the mathematical Gandhi was renowned the humanist philosopher এবং the nationalist এবং he got the evaluation mostly by the self study এবং মোহনদাস গান্ধী যে অছেন the uniform in the great simple the unison how is the under material frustration non violation self prescriptive or the situation the restoration simple of the এবং should be respected in the situation particularly the Hindu of the caste of the religion it is the Gandhi unauthorized caste of the modern of the branch staying the 3 years polluting environment studying a law a protection save the for about a young scholar এবং while abroad Gandhi is characteristic self is a characteristic worked a final military tradition on explore having been participating in the native of the floor of the London taking the dancing and electron but to his disappointing his thus character of the situation proved the sovereignty of the still element return the sustain him among through about the materialism in the condition London is the best of place in the different philosophy religious and codon of the situation is the same introduction principle of the Jainism and the research related to loving and the Brahmana is both of the new numerite it is one of the found of the civil philosophy in the skins এবং after the Brainstorming Gandhi is left on against the words of fear এবং Africa is related that the commanding of the program with the passive restrictions that should be changed to the starting subcontinental and thrown it out the first class section and train is a background urban protein Victoria refusing এবং quickly abandon his view that he spent his next 20 years as organizing South Africa and in Africans Indians is pressure to the civil rights and he should be himself in the public of the sacrificing to his own of the situation the mind the running the wealth and the claiming the sexual control had been a source formula even his father his died was while Gandhi his own his life Kasturba the suppress is derived in the thin father of 4 sons took view absence এবং in 1906 played frequently tested in the letter of the night of the situation frequently upon the returns in the Indian in 1915 Gandhi was selected without the comparison judgment in the kind of Hinduism এবং unconscious practicing and teaching is the his followers responsibility conservation civil education the Indian National Congress are gradually melodious it is reformist and the independence movement in this determine of the situation the situations এবং the Gandhi is first to most published simplicity such as dramatic এবং 200 newly live in the only self colonial power called by the most the few effective trade crisis accuracy Gandhi is naivety for him and democracy unable to starch and wood seed that often followed his conservation preparation while the protein surrogates Gandhi high with the independence 1947 came the participation of ideas into two separate states Muslim Hindus and Gandhi for visionary of his sudden death of the year of the latter এবং এটি with latter associated with the Hindu has shocked wide the millions of wailing the scared of the wailing the situation according to this appreciation beauty hell in the sense the beauty of the goodness ତେଣୁ ଏଠି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସରିଗଲା activity 5 ଦେଖିବା introduction the structure it done with the status the self go spiritual experience of the sellers both mind and alcohol quality journey yoga is a method of the claim save to objective result is minimum and there is a situation from of the original of the situation the conduct benefits the scope yoga is a form of stress relief the pasturation often unique the point is Bhagavad Gita says better induced is knowledge than the mechanical practice. Yoga is exercise, the precaution is care. Yoga benefits are plenty, it helps with the maintain good, remain peaceful and out of stress. Yoga is always the practice of the qualification, the feel of the situation, clean in the situation and big to yoga doing the sons of the mirror the effect. Prana yoga kon by controlation, breathing, taking breath, our lungs and heart, pancreas, excretory types of pancreas is the situation, kalpavati, brahmani, solstice এবং এইপରି ଭାବରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ରହୁଛି ପ୍ରାଣାୟାମ in the becomes in the kalpavati cleaning of the situation. It is inflammation and the beneficial to nervous in the systems. এবং তাପରେ কোন রয়েছে আপনাদের দেখিবা তাପରେ কোন রয়েছে না the person who had to practice regularly the populated strength and validity এবং the core word of the yoga is sanctionation mechanism for in the contradiction of the situation self present is matter to flight. Swami Vivekananda types of yoga. Vivekananda is form karma yoga, bhakti yoga, janana yoga এবং raja yoga. Karma yoga it is one of the yoga performed the welfare of the situation and bhakti yoga it is one of the yoga really the suitable that the paradise of the emotion. Jamuna yoga it is one of the yoga knowledge how to do in the unclension manage the areas. এবং রাজযোগ it is one of the yoga and development throughout the mental discipline এবং practice of the grammar claimer well steps it is one of the passports or situation of the take a deep breath in the competency hold the 3 sometimes as much as can 10 to 15 second breath in deeply এবং what the benefits of the constipation and it is should be done by examining the stomach and katapitya practices in the metal chakra asana এবং steps of the line of the lies of one of the back of the well part apart bends legs and place on the floor a little finger is pointing towards the field benefits of ribs and spine flexible on old age useful for the nervous system sharpens of eyesight pasmanita it is the spines of stretching and cap of the legs keep one of the detached from the word the union of the fingers is knowing the lotus growth is body also it is tracking the wall tracking substrate of the stomach keeping the legs apart inhaling the inspiration incorporating in horizontal position then by exhaling the trunk to right the touch of the ground with the right hand bend the right foot after a few seconds and the same towards the army এবং should be a vertical with the self and the likeness of the situation এবং the several all the determination of the body straight এবং keep up the bones and the flexible in the muscles. ତେଣୁ meditation Patanjali the original teaching of the yoga meditation of the independent thinking everyone ତେଣୁ meditation is a continuous flow like a neutral streams throughout the mind of the mind with any other এবং steadiness faithfulness continuity fixed mantra at dawn sound research breathing and pragmatic meditation on throughout benefits peace of mind by making inner program in the journey by the peace of the mind all sense yours is the experiencer peace of through the meditation only এবং তারপর হচ্ছে self knowledge the purpose of the meditation to get enlightened and meditation to help the who am I and am the body where you have to confirm benefits of healthy body lever to the situation that it is good of the situation brainstorming on the person meditation vertically এবং is deeply restful এবং lying the clear deeply solution doppler it is helps the sensory এবং relaxation positive feelings and love for etc control and yoga looks upon the ethics essential mechanism to attention yoga has a lot of benefits like health it brings a physical equilibrium mental balance environment normal breathing close calm mind এবং positive feeling biography yoga and yoga practice yoga education নীলকমল ম্যাগনাইজ yoga the profession Dr. G.Ed the PhD এবং তারপর হচ্ছে activity কোন হচ্ছে না exercise to have the inner observation for self while in stress in emotion and develop the management introduction self management এবং is a term that covers will while the cannot do the help with the situation and physical in the situation and the management find the more out of the learning in the new skill management works better with the partnership এবং health is the take a chance to health care এবং took a while for you এবং self management technique managing the self is most important as a perfect of the achievements এবং positive talkness এবং সেই প্রকারে আপনার self talk is the such as the tending is the negative thoughts you can use to kind of the situation you have to relation of the situation you have to the structures এবং helpful in the present in the situation it is the importance of the physiological being that you have to vertical in the contraction some of the emotions এবং activities combine the C is the funny inspiring books, spend time with a friend who make laugh এবং listen to music, do something creativity, disclosure when someone has upset to you, it can help to you get feelings is out of the rather than tripping and it was the any angry yourself and calling the headed in the letters up and to the other person. Use of the humor laughter can help to drive away the negative emotion, sadness or anger, but acquire the humor in appropriation is the worker and appropriate the humor lightness the mood doesn't offense the put the things in presence inappropriate humor the ridiculous of the plan aggressive the socrates এবং acronym strength management self account basic situations where the light is of awareness turn into our roasting while awareness in our ability to take note of ourselves we turn awareness to sin on the ourselves and many become the great deal of intervention situation এবং notice the specific thoughts or partnership with the physiological such as the heartbeat beat of the notice of the situation of the great feelings এবং self management is the one of the repression structures and psychotherapy aligned controlling the presence of the situation especially chronic usually for the purpose improving the everyday functioning awareness of the present situation and when we are the aware of the emotion is the study conduct our the awareness এবং how will be the meet will the what to do see the appropriate fulfill the move of the importance of to our well being report support feel of the alone developing the self awareness to the management of attention has the subconscious all collect because sensitive to your body learn to relax of your muscles understand the causes of the stresses without you এবং autogenic tracing the technique you involve the during daily practices of sessions of that lost around 15 minutes during each session the practices of a set visualization the include of the relaxation and cognitive therapy is based on mental third the feeling of the situation including the meditation is one of the practice to have an individual trends and the mind of induces a mode of consideration either the relation beneficial the mind to simply the acknowledge its context without the becoming confidential with the concrete as well of the meditation may involve the generation of the emotional purpose of analyzing the start of the stage such as anger 100 etc the term of modification come refer to itself as well as the technique used employed the cultivated the state এবং এটি আপনারা দেখবে deep breathing this is the deep breathing marked by the expression by abdomen rather than the chest where the breathing it is form of the complexity among the alternative treatment এবং relaxation technique in any method process of the procedure activity এবং help the person to attain the substantial increased call is the rise of the evolution pain and stress and change the relaxation technique are the systematic way of exhibition my view one inner observation for self knowing self awareness including the personal values habit emotion it allows us to motivate ourselves it helps to a proper decision making it should to lead the motivate other the more effectively conclusions এবং sit self awareness is important because when have the better understanding the observers we are able to experience ourselves as a unique and separate individual ତେଣୁ ଏଠି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସରିଗଲା ଆପଣଙ୍କର ତାପରେ ଦେଖିବା ଆଉଟ୍ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟିଜ୍ ଲିଷ୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ବ୍ରେନ୍ ଦ verbal is the one of the great technique is the habitual thoughts of the brainstorming is one of the brainstorming to solve the problems and to even it you are decided for decades have not used the brainstorming to great ideas to come up with a critical situations and what is the brainstorming and a modern modelization situation executive Alex and the approaches are published it is in the 1953 books applied the imagination since the respective best organizational technique the approaches 7 described in her text to this researches it's different from of the approaches brainstorming combines relaxation it informal approaches এবং the lateral thinking about the original situation এবং organic throughout the situation is parts seem a bit crazy and conventionally while the important structures এবং analytical process when the solve with exciting my contrast brainstorming is encouraging but the participant ideals will call with the request creative solution when and during the problem solving expenditure individual brainstorming, while group storming is one of the more effective generating the ideas and that normal group of the reversal procedure more and often that ideas group is brainstorming. This can occur become a groups are not always strict following the rules of the brainstorming and the grip in the most thought in the mind behavioral creep in while the wait is the turn to speak. This is called blocking. And here you can advantages creativity gets talks in the creativity experience and experience in the situation and the it remains people that otherwise the constructive ideas actors and you have to often the best round the allowing the succession step to energy for a set of comfortable to make a situation resource refreshment when are the situations what is the timing of the situations everyone to make together yarning the situations step to present the problem clearly defining the problem in the that you have to want of the clear situation এবং what is the guidance of the decision of the situation have serve their ideas এবং group discussion এবং to develop the valuable freedom to him এবং taking the technique. This is a quieter technique. This is a quieter group members of introduction by portion of time brainstorming होचे आपनकर रोज. This is a written approaches is that you to encourage all of the individual is brainstorming time এবং online the social electronical method is a brainstorm with the document stored in the cloud of the situation এবং last page আলোচনা করিবা Creighton slips writing in the situation the approaches to get plan the ideas a view popularly character culture of the this is help in the you brainstorming large people এবং round robin brainstorming होची कोन ना आपनकर जो लेखा जेठी you can use this approaches to get approaches to continue so without including by other এবং the next steps taking in the action after you individual the group of brainstorming to a sort of ideas you can draw the situations এবং আঠি আপনাদের দেখি পারথিবে ডিসিশন ম্যাট্রিক্স হইলা এবং মাই ভিউজ রହୁଛି কনক্লুজন কোন লেখা আছে এটি আপনাদের দেখু দিও কোন লেখা আছে এবং যদি সমীক্ষা অ্যানালিসিস ইজ ফ্যাক্ট অফ কম্পারিজন অ্যানালিসিস হেল্প ইউ চুজ বিটুইন দ্য ডিফারেন্ট অপশন ইউ ক্যান অলসো দ্য সিক্স থিঙ্কিং দ্যাট হেল্প দ্য টেকনিক ইউ দ্য আইডিয়াস ডিফারেন্ট প্রেজেন্ট ওয়ান অফ দ্য modified board of the count of the multi bonding এবং মাই ভিউজ মাই all the technique is help in the specific specification and learning for the developing key the thinking deeply. তেমন এটি সরিলা আপনাদের आचार्य नागार्जुन यूनिवर्सिटी आंध्रा यूनिवर्सिटी रॉयल सीमा यूनिवर्सिटी योगिवेमना यूनिवर्सिटी विक्रमसिंह यूनिवर्सिटी एवं डॉक्टर B.Ed आंबेडकर यूनिवर्सिटी अंडरस्टैंडिंग द सेल्फ जो थर्ड सेमेस्टर कंपलसरी संपूर्ण वीडियो को लाइक करूँ चैनल शेयर करूँ और बेल आइकन बटन क्लिक करूँ.